Hi Henley, Hi Henley students. Today I'm going to show you how to take warp string and place it on the cardboard loom to prepare you for making your weaving. First thing you want to do, of course, is get your cardboard loom. On the back, write your first and last name on a piece of tape and then check it for wiggly notches. Now, these are the cardboard notches and they're just cardboard, so sometimes they get a little bent and damaged. So when I check this cardboard notch, I noticed this notch right here is wiggly. And I really don't want to put the string on a wiggly notch because putting it in and out of your art folder, sometimes the notches get even more damaged and it could break off and complicate your weaving. So what I like to do is, if this notch here is wiggly, I'll use this side. Now, before I start, I want to make sure I have everything I need. So I'm going to need a pencil. I'm using a pen so you can see it better. And a pair of scissors. And that should be good for now. So with the pencil, you're going to number your notches. Start from the left, go to the right, and then you're going to do the same thing on the bottom without turning your cardboard because that would not match up. So first things first, start on the non-wiggly side all the way across. And then the same thing on the bottom. Even the wiggly notch you should number. Okay. Now I'm going to take the string. Be careful with the string. The more you play with it, the more likely it is to actually get tangled. So you'll notice it's wrapped around the middle. That's where you should take the end carefully and unwrap it. And that's where you should start your string, is from that side. If you start from the other side, it could get tangled. So let's use this end and try to ignore the other end as much as possible. Now, again, the number 1 notch here on the bottom is wiggly, so I'm going to start on the number 1 notch on the top. Let me zoom in for you so you can see better. Okay. I'm going to take the loose end of my string, wrap it around the back of the notch, like that. I've got one long end and I've got one short end. I'm going to take the short end of the string, cross over the long end, creating a loop, pick it up just a little bit, take the loop and put the loose end of the string around the back and through the loop. It's just like the first step of tying your shoelaces, but you have one really long end and one shorter end. Pull tight and then repeat the process. We want to do a double knot at the very least. Cross over, loose end over the long end, pick up the long end, wrap the loose end around the back and through the loop. Grab both ends and pull tight. Okay? If you want to do it 3 times, that's fine. You don't have to though. As long as you did it twice and really tight, you're good. Okay, so now we're going to use the numbers on our notches. We're going to wrap the string around the odd numbers on the top because I started with 1 and the even numbers on the bottom here. If your wiggly notch is on the top, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to do the odds on the bottom and then the evens on top. Whatever works best for your loom. Every loom is different. So when I take my string, I hold it with my right hand and I pinch with my left hand so that my thumb is holding down the string, and I'll move my thumb across as the string goes across the loom. So I'll hold it, take it, wrap it around the back of the number 2 notch on the bottom because I did 1 on the top, so now I'm wrapping it around the back of the number 2. You see that? Bring it up to the number 3 notch on the top, wrap it around the back, and notice how I moved my thumb over? Now, if I have to let go with this hand, these 2 strings will not get loose. Sometimes you just need to give your string a little tug to untangle it, and repeat. So move your thumb over, go down to number 4, wrap it around the back, up to number 5, wrap it around the back, and keep moving this thumb over. If you have to move your hand this way, you can. Down to number 6, up to number 7. And then finally, at the end of your loom, you move your thumb down. Now your strings are nice and tight, and now I can take my scissors, because this string, I always give you a little extra string just in case. So that's a lot of string, and we don't want to have to tie that. So what I like to do is I like to just cut it about the size of my finger. And then this is just extra. We can throw that in the garbage. Now let's zoom in again so you guys can see how I tie it off. So I take my loose end, cross over the long string, the last one that we put on the loom, pick up the string a little, take the loose end, wrap it around the back and through the loop, and then I pull. When you pull, try not to pull too hard, or use your thumb to pinch it so that when you pull, it doesn't pull off of the cardboard. You don't want it to come off this notch. Now I can do it again for a double knot. This one's a little easier because I can let go with my other hand. So I pick it up, wrap it around the back, and then pull tight. Again, hold it when you pull so it doesn't pull off. If your strings are tight, you should be able to draw your finger across and they should snap right back into place. You don't want them so tight though that they're going to bend the cardboard in half. That would be bad. But you don't want them so loose that they just stay out of place. Now, if you look at the front of my cardboard, you'll notice the string's almost like a guitar string or a harp string. If you flip over the cardboard, you'll notice the only string is the ones that are wrapped around every other notch on the top, every other notch on the bottom, and of course your name. I hope this video helps you boys and girls, and of course I'll be around to help you even more if you need it. Good luck and have fun!